Be prepared, chosen one, because the truth about someone close to you is about to come to light. This person has not been honest with you, and deep down you already know it. You've felt it in their words, in their silence, and in the distance they've been creating. They have lied more than once, and the reason they are pulling away now is simple: they can no longer hide. They know you see through them. You carry a gift most people don't understand. You sense deception, you feel when energy shifts, and you recognize when someone isn't being real. That gift is exactly why this person is afraid of you. They may have managed to fool others with their excuses, their innocence, or even by pretending not to know what they're doing. But with you, their mask has no power. This is someone who has avoided accountability their entire life. They run from truth, cover their tracks, and slip into something new every time they're caught instead of facing what they've done. Maybe others have believed them, but you cannot be deceived. Your spirit is too aligned, too awake. For some of you, this is even someone you let into your heart in a romantic way. Instead of honoring that, they chose lies, escape, and silence. And the truth is, you've known all along. You gave them space, you watched, and you saw their actions. You've already seen their karma beginning to unfold. When the full truth comes out, you will see this person in a way you never imagined. And once you do, you'll understand why the message is so clear. If you knew the whole truth right now, you wouldn't even want to speak to them again. Stay with me until the end, chosen one, because the most important revelation is still coming. And if this message is already stirring something deep inside you, declare your alignment by typing 777 in the comments. It's your way of saying you're awake, aware, and walking your higher path. What's really happening here is bigger than simple lies. This isn't just a mistake. It's a pattern that has shaped their life. The distance you feel, the avoidance you sense, it's no accident. They are running, not because you are unsafe to them, but because you are the only one who truly sees them. Think about it. Every time they lied, you felt it. Every time they twisted their words, you saw through it. They might have played innocent, laughed it off, acted confused, or even tried to blame you. But none of it worked. Not really. Because you shine with a light they cannot stand in, and in your light, their shadows are exposed. That is why, for some of you, this person has rushed into something new. Maybe they've moved in with someone else, maybe they've surrounded themselves with people who don't know them well, or maybe they've even started a new relationship. But make no mistake, they didn't do this out of love or destiny. It's easier to fool a stranger than to face the one person who sees their soul. Even with these new faces and new distractions, they are not at peace. They might smile, post, or act like they are fine, but inside their spirit is unsettled. Because no matter where they go, they cannot escape the truth. And that truth is you, chosen one. The bond between you is too strong, the energy too loud to be silenced. You see them for exactly who they are, and they cannot bear it. What they fear most is accountability. To admit the truth would mean removing the mask they've worn their whole life, and that terrifies them. So they run, they avoid, they distract themselves, and they charm others into believing their story. They play the victim, twisting the narrative to appear innocent, even going as far as painting you as the problem. They project their actions onto you, blaming you for the very things they've done. But you have always known the truth. Your spirit doesn't lie, and your intuition has been speaking loudly all along. For some of you, this isn't just a friend, a family member, or someone you work with. This is someone you allowed into your heart in a deep, personal way. And yet, despite everything they've done to cover the truth, your light continues to reveal them for who they really are. Someone you once trusted chose not to honor that trust. Instead of standing in truth, they lied, betrayed, and ran. And yet, here you are, still steady, still clear, still aligned. Because no matter what they did, your spirit is stronger than their deception. You carry something rare, a discernment and intuition that lets you feel shifts in energy long before others notice. That is what makes them fear you. That is why they avoid you, because they know that no matter how convincing their story sounds or how sweet their excuses seem, you will never be fooled. What you must understand is that their distance is not rejection. It is confession. Every time they ghost you, block you, or avoid your eyes, they are silently admitting what their lips cannot say. I cannot lie to you anymore. For some of you, this dynamic may even feel like that of a parent and child, where someone younger has disappointed you and instead of owning the truth, they hide. For others, it is a partner or someone you loved, now running into the arms of another. But do not be deceived. This isn't about real love for that other person. It's simply easier for them to weave lies around someone who doesn't see as deeply as you do. And yet, even as they run, the bond between you is not broken. You still feel their energy, still pick up their thoughts, still sense their presence without warning. That's why sometimes they suddenly cross your mind, and you wonder why. It is because a telepathic connection exists when two souls have crossed paths in a way that goes beyond the surface. It's the same reason a mother can sense her child's pain from miles away. Distance doesn't matter. Time doesn't erase it. And while they try to escape, the truth is they remain tied to you, haunted not by you, but by the mirror you hold to their soul. Chosen one, prepare yourself, because the story they've been hiding is about to unravel. The full truth will surface, and you will finally see why they acted as they did. You will realize their lies were never a reflection of your worth, but of their fear of being exposed. When you are deeply connected to someone, there is no hiding. Even without words, even across distance, that invisible thread binds you together. This is not just your imagination. It is a spiritual bond that cannot be broken. You feel them and they feel you. That is why they keep avoiding you. Because deep down they know you don't need their explanations or their confessions, you already know. Every lie they told, you felt. Every truth they buried, you sensed. You are the one who sees through illusions, the one who carries the clarity of a high priestess. But here's what makes it even more tangled. This person doesn't just lie to you, they imitate you. They study you. They copy your words, your mannerisms, even your light. They want to embody your wisdom, your spiritual depth, your power. And while they may fool others for a time, you know better. Authenticity cannot be faked. True power cannot be copied. Your energy is magnetic without effort. Your spirit shines in a way that intimidates those who have not yet faced themselves. This is why they both admire and resent you. They see in you what they wish they could be. They know that no matter how much they mimic, they cannot become you. And so, feeling small in their own reality, they escape into other lives, new situations, and shallow masks. They surround themselves with people who don't know better, people who cannot see the difference between imitation and truth. And in doing so, they make mistake after mistake, choices they know are wrong, but ones they cling to out of fear. Their fear of you is not because you are dangerous, but because you are the one mirror they cannot run from. You are the truth that cuts through every illusion. They know that if they were to face you directly, every wall they've built would collapse. Every false mask would be stripped away. And so they choose avoidance. They ghost. They hide. They pretend. Not because you are wrong for them, but because you represent the very thing they are most afraid of, the truth. Their guilt is heavy, and it follows them everywhere they go. The shame of their choices lingers in their heart because they know they crossed your boundaries and shattered the trust you once placed in them. They avoid you because they can't bear to face the reflection of their own actions in your eyes. Deep down, they know there are no excuses left, nothing they can say that would undo what they've done. But it goes deeper than lying to you. They have twisted the truth to others, painting themselves as the victim while making you seem cold, harsh, or cruel. They have projected their own actions onto you, rewriting the story so that they appear innocent and you carry the blame. And as if betrayal wasn't enough, they have tried to take from you in a way that goes beyond the physical. They have attempted to steal the spiritual victories you've earned, the growth you've fought for, and the wisdom that has been birthed through your journey. They claim as theirs what never belonged to them, boasting of triumphs they never achieved, repeating your wisdom as if it came from their own mouth, wearing your light like a mask. But masks cannot last forever. They always slip, and when they do, the truth is exposed. They do this because they know they cannot create what you create. They cannot manifest what you manifest. They cannot walk the path you walk. Instead of building their own foundation, they latch onto yours, trying to make it appear as if it belongs to them. But stolen energy withers. False authenticity crumbles. Borrowed light always fades into shadow. That is why they are uneasy. why they avoid you, why they carry a quiet fear every time your name is spoken. They know their lies won't hold up forever. They know the truth is waiting, and once it rises, every false word, every stolen victory, and every twisted narrative will collapse under its weight. And here's the beauty, chosen one. You don't have to fight. You don't even have to expose them. Your spirit, your light, your truth already does that without you speaking a single word. Their avoidance of you isn't rejection, it's confession. Their lies are not your burden, they are their downfall. And what they tried to steal from you can never truly be taken, because what has been divinely written for you will always remain yours. This unraveling is not only their lesson, it is your confirmation. Their lies only make your truth shine brighter. Their fear only reveals your power. Their collapse will only amplify your rise. And your spirit already knows this. It has sensed all along what is now becoming clear. The person in question has spun a web of lies so tangled that even they cannot find their way out of it. They know that if the truth surfaces, and it will, you will never see them the same again. That's why they hide. That's why they keep their distance. This is someone who has promised more than they could ever give. Someone who sought to impress others not with their own gifts, but with the blessings you have worked for with blood, sweat, and tears. Your success has been their disguise, your light their costume. To those who don't look deeply, they've played their role convincingly. But you and I both know, masks always fall. They crossed your boundaries not by accident, not out of ignorance, but out of envy. They admire you, but they also resent you. They want to stand beside you, but they secretly long to replace you. And that is why this feels so twisted, so painful, because for many of you, this isn't just a stranger on the outside. Could be an ex, a lover, a friend, or even family. Sometimes the deepest betrayal doesn't come from distant enemies, but from those who sit at your table, smile in your face, and call themselves yours. Some of you have unknowingly shared love with your greatest enemy, giving your heart to someone who whispered devotion while quietly resenting your light. Others have trusted a sibling, cousin, or so-called friend who has lived in your shadow for too long, who could not bear to celebrate your victories without secretly wishing they were theirs. And now their actions are beginning to show. Their lies cannot hold. Their mask is slipping, and their envy has become too heavy for them to hide. Chosen one, remember this, their downfall is not your burden, but their own doing. And every attempt they've made to dim your light only proves how brightly you shine. Imagine this, you're the one who has done the work, carried the weight, and endured the struggles, yet they walk around acting as if they built what you built. They even pretend that they helped you rise, when the truth is the complete opposite. When you needed support, they were absent. When you were fighting battles on your own, they were passive. When you were crying out for encouragement, they stayed silent. And now, as if nothing happened, they behave like they were the force behind your victories, like they own the very blessings you bled for. Chosen one, this isn't just dishonesty. It's something deeper. It's spiritual theft. It's the behavior of someone who feeds off your light without ever adding to it. An energetic leech who attaches themselves to your glow not to nurture it, but to drain it. They have no interest in building their own path, no desire to cultivate their own light. Instead, they want to stand close enough to yours so they can trick others into thinking it shines from them. But the truth is, they can never carry what you carry. They can never manifest what you manifest, because what God has placed within you has your name written on it. They have no interest in building their own path, no desire to cultivate their own light. Instead, they want to stand close enough to yours so they can trick others into thinking it shines from them. But the truth is, they can never carry what you carry. They can never manifest what you manifest, because what God has placed within you has your name written on it. No imitation, no copy, no false performance can ever take away what has been divinely assigned to you. And yet, their arrogance blinds them. They believe that by twisting the truth, by retelling the story in a way that paints them in your place, they can rewrite reality. They convince themselves that if they repeat the lie often enough, others will believe it. And maybe some people will for a time, but the spirit cannot be fooled. Truth has a frequency that always resonates, while lies eventually collapse under their own weight. The most shocking part is the mask they wear. To your face, they act meek, even kind, maybe even loving. But behind your back, they spin stories where you are the villain and they are the victim. They project their own actions onto you, shifting blame, avoiding accountability, and repeating the cycle of deceit over and over. But what they cannot see is that every lie carries a cost. Every false word adds weight. Every stolen victory digs a pit that they themselves will fall into. If you knew the full extent of what they've said and done, how boldly they've paraded your victories as if they were their own, you would not want to share your presence with them again. That isn't exaggeration. It's truth. They didn't just cross a small line. They shattered the very foundation of trust between you. And for many of you, that realization stings. It hurts because the betrayal comes from someone you held close, someone you trusted, someone you loved. What they carried for you wasn't loyalty, it was envy. What they showed wasn't genuine admiration. It was a poisoned longing to be you. And in that longing, they lost their own sense of self. The truth is, they do not carry the same heart as you. That's the difference. You would never take credit for someone else's success. You would never smile in someone's face while secretly betraying them. You would never pretend that what isn't yours belongs to you. Your heart is pure, and theirs has been compromised. And that is why distance has grown between you. That is why their silence feels heavier than their words. They cannot look you in the eye because they know if they did, the truth would spill out. They cannot truly lie to you. They can only avoid you, hoping their illusion lasts a little longer. But illusions never last. Masks always slip. And when they do, everything will be revealed. You will finally see clearly why this person could never walk beside you in truth. And when that moment arrives, you won't have to decide whether to walk away. The truth itself will separate you. And here we are now, standing at the very edge of something powerful. Today is August 31st, the closing of this month's chapter. And whether you fully realize it or not, the energy of these final days carries deep significance. The universe has been whispering to you, guiding you, preparing you, aligning you for this shift. And now you stand between what was and what is about to be. The last 2 days of this month are not just ordinary days. Spiritually, they carry a powerful energy, almost like a doorway between two seasons. One chapter is preparing to close, and another is waiting to open. That's why everything has felt so intense lately. Your emotions have been sharper, your dreams more vivid. People from the past have been reappearing, and truths that were once hidden can no longer stay buried. All of this is part of the shift you are moving through right now. Chosen one, understand this. Just as certain people's masks begin to slip and their lies start to unravel, the timing of it all is no accident. Spirit aligns revelations with seasons. What you are seeing now is being revealed at this moment because you are stepping into a higher timeline, and you cannot carry deception, betrayal, or hidden enemies into the new chapter that is opening for you. These final days of August are acting as a cleansing. The energy is purging, removing, and cutting away what cannot follow you into what comes next. This is why you may have felt restless without fully understanding why. This is why you've sensed endings approaching, even if you couldn't explain them. Your spirit knows. It's been stirring inside you, signaling that cycles are breaking. But hear this clearly. It isn't only about the person who lied, the pretender who drained your energy, or those who moved against you in secret. It is also about you. Spirit is elevating you, and for that to happen, false weights must fall away. So if things are slipping from your hands right now, don't cling. If relationships are fading, let them fade. If people have started avoiding you, rejecting you, or even turning against you in these last days of August, don't see it as loss. See it for what it truly is, alignment. Spirit is clearing your path, making sure that when September begins, you walk into it lighter, freer, and more ready for the blessings that are waiting for you. Remember this truth. Exposure comes before elevation. Before you rise, what is hidden must come into the light. Before you step into greater things, the false must be stripped away. That is why these last 2 days of the month matter so much. You aren't just closing August, you are closing a season of deception. You are closing a chapter where false attachments and hidden resentment surrounded your light. Your spirit has been whispering to you, showing you through restlessness, through dreams, through sudden feelings that someone's energy is not as it appears. Even when they smiled in your face, you felt something was off. That was confirmation. You have been sensing truths long before they surfaced. And now, as August ends, your intuition is sharper than ever. Do not doubt it. Do not dismiss it. Lean into it, because Spirit is preparing you for what's coming. Clarity, freedom, and breakthrough in September. This isn't just about one person lying to you. It's about an entire cycle of betrayal ending in your life. Spirit is saying no more wasted time, no more hidden enemies, no more giving your energy to people who only seek to drain it. These last days of August are not simply about turning a page on the calendar. They are about stepping out of a season of deception and into a season of truth, clarity, and divine justice. And hear this, chosen one. The fact that you are hearing these words right now is not an accident. You didn't stumble upon this message by chance. Spirit aligned you with it. Out of all the things you could have seen or clicked on, you are here. That is divine alignment. That is confirmation. Somewhere inside, you've been questioning yourself, wondering if you were imagining things, wondering if you were overreacting. This message is here to tell you that you are not imagining it. That knot in your stomach, that whisper in your spirit, that restless energy, it was never random. It was the divine voice within you telling you to pay attention. August has been your month of clarity. It has been a season where masks have slipped, truths have surfaced, and your intuition has been confirmed. And now, as it ends, you are stepping into September not with confusion but with vision, not with heaviness but with freedom, and not with fear but with alignment. You might not have realized it right away, but every strange feeling you've had, every sudden shift in energy, every time you caught yourself questioning someone's loyalty, those weren't accidents. They were signs. Spirit has been revealing things to you piece by piece, preparing you for this very moment. And if you're hearing this now, it's because Spirit wanted to confirm what you already felt deep within. You're not crazy. You're not paranoid. What you are is discerning. You are gifted. You are awake. This is why betrayal stings you in ways others may not understand. You feel it before it even unfolds. You sense the shift in someone's tone. You notice the weight in the air when they lie. You catch the cracks in their smile while everyone else is still convinced by the mask they wear. That isn't paranoia. That is divine protection. That is Spirit whispering to you. This person is not meant to stay in your life. And yes, it hurts. Feels unfair. But understand this, you are being protected. Spirit isn't going to let you waste another season entangled with people who cannot match your energy. That's why, as August closes, hidden betrayals are being exposed. This isn't meant to break you. This is your cleansing. This is your release. This is your preparation. Look back at this month and ask yourself, haven't there already been signs? Haven't you noticed certain people slowly pulling away, certain truths slipping out, certain situations that no longer make sense? Haven't you felt that inner push to let go of something or someone you once held tightly? That's because August was never supposed to end the same way it began. The energy of this month was designed to shake you, to wake you, to strip away illusions so you could step into what is real. Now, as we move into these final days, Spirit is asking you a powerful question. Will you let go? Will you release what you already know is false? Will you walk into September without dragging along the dead weight of deception? Because here is the truth: if you ignore your intuition, if you continue to give space to liars and manipulators, the cycle will repeat. Spirit does not want that for you. There are greater blessings waiting ahead, but they cannot reach you if your hands are still full of what was never meant for you. Yes, betrayal is painful, but betrayal is also liberating. It reveals who someone really is. It strips away illusions and false masks, leaving you with nothing but the truth. And Spirit is saying, you are ready. You are ready for truth. You are ready for clarity. You are ready for freedom. You've been asking for confirmation, haven't you? Asking God, the universe, Spirit, show me the truth. Show me if I'm right. Show me what I need to see. And now, here it is. This moment is sacred. This is Spirit answering your prayer. And if you're honest with yourself, you can feel it. You feel it in your chest. You feel it in your spirit. You know these words aren't random. They're aligned with the truth you already carry. So hear this again, you're not imagining it. You're not overreacting. You're not making it up. You are discerning. You are chosen. Spirit is asking you now to trust yourself. Trust the signs. Trust what you feel. Because while betrayal may have broken your heart, it cannot break your spirit. In fact, it is awakening your spirit. It is showing you that you were never meant to rely on lies, but on truth. And the truth is this: your intuition is a gift, and your discernment is a weapon. As August comes to a close, Spirit is sharpening both, preparing you for the season ahead. Be ready, chosen one, because when the full truth finally unfolds, you won't just see others for who they truly are, you'll also see yourself more clearly than ever before. Strong, intuitive, protected, aligned. And once you see yourself in that light, you'll never again allow betrayal to dim your glow. August has not been an ordinary month. It has been a season of exposure. Hidden motives, false intentions, and quiet betrayals have been forced into the open. You've felt it in your spirit. You've seen glimpses in the way people move around you. And now, as these last days play out, nothing hidden can remain covered. For some, this exposure has been uncomfortable. People you trusted have revealed another face. Promises you believed in have fallen apart. Smiles that once seemed genuine now feel hollow, because the very same lips have spoken against you in secret. But here's the truth you need to hold close. Betrayal cannot stop God's plan for you. Lies cannot erase the destiny written over your life. Envy cannot touch what heaven has already placed in your hands. These last days of August are a cleansing. God is separating what is real from what is false in your life. The weeds are being removed so the true harvest can grow. Spirit is clearing away what cannot walk with you into the next season. And even though it hurts, even though it feels heavy, trust this. It is all protection. It is all preparation. And soon you will see exactly why it had to happen this way. The truth is being revealed, and the hidden enemies around you are being brought to light. Those who once tried to drain your energy are being removed from your path. I know it may sting to see people's true colors, chosen one, but this revelation is not meant to break you. It's meant to protect you. Where you are headed, not everyone can come along, and that's something your spirit needs to fully understand. When God removes people from your life, it is never punishment. It is protection. You may not fully see it yet, but some of those you thought stood by your side were secretly hoping to see you fall. Some of the very people you trusted with your heart carried jealousy over the blessings in your life. That is why their masks are slipping now. That is why the truth is surfacing before this month comes to a close. Don't be surprised if you suddenly feel uneasy around certain people, if a restlessness rises within you, or if you experience moments of clarity that reveal who is meant to stay and who must go. That stirring inside you is your discernment sharpening, your spiritual sight coming alive. God is whispering to your heart, "Pay attention, my child. I am showing you what you need to see before your next season begins." These final days of August are not ordinary. They are prophetic. They mark a doorway between the old and the new. Spirit is asking you, will you carry the weight of betrayal with you, or will you release it so you can step into September with freedom? The choice is yours, chosen one. But know this, the things you release now will determine how high you rise next. And while it may feel like you are losing, you are not. Yes, some connections are fading. Yes, some truths have cut deep. But in their place, God is gifting you clarity, peace, and divine alignment. He is preparing new relationships, new opportunities, and new doors that will begin to open as September unfolds. You are not being abandoned, you are being positioned. You are not losing, you are being set free. And one day soon, you will look back and thank God for every closed door, every lie that was revealed, and every hidden enemy that was exposed in these final days of August. Before this message ends, I need you to hear this. If these words are resonating in your spirit, don't take them lightly. Stay rooted, stay aligned, and stay connected in this community of truth. There is more to come, and deeper messages are waiting for those who feel called to go further. I don't want you to miss what's ahead. As August closes, receive this truth. God is lifting the veil, removing the false, and preparing you for a September of new beginnings. Stand strong, chosen one. The lies are being silenced, the truth is standing tall, and your breakthrough is closer than you can imagine. Let this final message for August rest in your heart as a reminder that you were never alone. Every betrayal was only a setup for your elevation, and Spirit has guided you here for a reason. When September arrives, you will step forward lighter, freer, and stronger, ready for the next chapter that God has written for you. So I ask you now, chosen one, are you ready?